Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Everybody talk about the bill. First of all, YouTube, I am not monetizing this video. Yeah, I'm not monetizing this video. So, can you hear it? Why?
In segment 2, I'm talking about something. You have a question, don't think I'm not going to answer it later in the video, because I broke it down into sections. I start with like attributes and things I noticed, how they tie into each other, what affects what, and then I go into badges, and then how you equip badges with tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and core badges. There's all this stuff that intertwines with each other, so just be patient, all right? Like I said, it's going to take a little while to get through this, but there's so much info. I can't wait, man. So let's get right into it. Without further ado, the NBA 2k23 Myplayer builder. But first, with the NFL season right around the corner, our friends over at Prize Picks are hooking you guys up. What if I told you if Tom Brady throws for just one picks, then you have to decide not be disappointed, okay? After upgrading your attributes, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, after you do your vitals and all of that, you put your attributes up. Anyone that's familiar with the 2K22 next gen builder, this looks very similar, right? But I promise you, it is so different. Stick around, you will not be disappointed, okay? After upgrading your attributes, you'll see on the right, you can see specific badge levels that you're able to unlock, also the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 badges. Now, after that, you have to go in and equip your badges. Again, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and core badges. There's a bunch of new things in this aspect here, all the categories: finishing, shooting, playmaking, defending, just like normal. But now you have core badges, you have different badge levels, different tiers of badges, including those badge levels. There's a lot of complexity to this one, so this is going to take up a big little chunk of the video later on, so definitely stick around so you understand what's going on with the badges this year. After that, you have the choice 3v3 or 5v5 build testing. That's a nice little thing they added in, because I think before it was always just 5v5, but now you can do 3v3, so you got a little bit more space. Only thing that I still don't like is the fact that you can't really pick animations besides your jump shot. But for the most part, I mean, hey, you can at least see how the build feels a little bit. Look at, like laying it up on towns, catching lobs. There's a bunch of, you could test it out a little bit, but it's not anything, really indicative of what you're going to see when you take your player to the park. All right, let's get into it, man. So first thing I'm going to say is the builder, from what I am told, is the same on both current and next gen. We only got to play next gen, so I am 100% sure this is the builder on next gen. But from what I'm told, the builder is exactly the same on next and current gen, okay? Or old gen and new gen, I think is what we're calling it now. So that's going to be the first thing I'm going to say. Get that out of the way so that y'all understand that. Now, let's move on. Okay, similar to the 2K22 builder, attributes are not solo. They are heavily connected. They were connected in 2K22 Next Gen Builder, but now they are heavily connected. I'll explain that in a second, but the basics remain when it comes to attributes. They're affected by height, weight, wingspan. Now, those of you watching this that are really locked in and you're really paying attention to what's going on the screen, you might have noticed that wingspan does not affect your ball handling this year. So anyone that was asking me about our tall ball handler is going to be viable, our tall .4 is going to be viable,
right there, y'all.
I think they absolutely are. Obviously, we have to wait and see for the gameplay, but in terms of attributes, yes, because wingspan does not affect your ball handling. Now, there is one exception to this that I'm going to show you right now on the screen. Wingspan does not affect your ball handle if you are 6'10 and below. That is what I found out. 6'11 and taller, so 6'11, 7 foot, 7'1, 7'2, 7'3, wingspan does affect your ball handling. But 6'10 and below, wingspan does not. So that is something cool for you guys that want to make taller ball handlers. You don't have to go small arms this year. You can still have the good ball handle rating even with a maxed out wingspan. But as you can see at 6'11, it does impact the ball handle rating. 6'10 and below, you're good to go. Now, as I was saying, attributes work together more than ever before. If you look on this screen right here, I'm on close shot, right? Do you see everything on the screen that's highlighted in yellow, right? So you got close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, post control, mid-range, free throw, vertical. Those are all things that are affected just by raising your close shot. Now, you probably have to upgrade it to a certain point for some of those other bars to start going up, but you'll notice sometimes 4, 5, 6 other bars go up when you put up one attribute. So for example, I put my 3-point shot right here up to 99. You notice your mid-range and your free throw also go up. Now, even though you see that the close shot is not highlighted in yellow, that's because it's not directly linked to three-point shot, but it is indirectly. What I mean by that is you put your three-point shot up, your mid-range goes up. Mid-range is connected to close shot. So since your mid-range went up all the way to an 84, your close shot then goes up. Just because you put your three-point shot up, you also now have mid-range, free throw, and close shot up. You're gonna notice this is a very big trend when it comes to attributes in this game. Now we're gonna do the same thing with ball handling, and check this out. This is incredible, man. So we're gonna put our ball handle up to 99, and look how many things go up. We are already at a 97 overall. And all we did on the meters here, we put our three-pointer and our ball handle to 99. So this is the first thing I tested, because I was like, you know, 2K22 next gen, this is what everyone was doing. They were making small guards with 99.3, really, you know, high 90s ball handle, high 90s speed with ball, 90-something excel, 90-something speed, 90-something stamina. You know, they had all these 90-something attributes. You know, it was just such a souped build. Now look at it. All I did was put up my ball handle and my three-point, and I'm already 97 overall. I really can't put anything else up on the build. So you're gonna have to be much smarter.
This is his credit.
Upgrade your attributes,
I just want to
because
show my
so many attributes now are linked, whether it's directly or indirectly. As we said, you put your ball handle up, your layup goes up, your excel, your ball speed with ball, your pass accuracy, your regular speed. Like, there's so many things that go up. It's so expensive to put these attributes into the 90s. And you're gonna see how this all ties in with badges and stuff too. It's very, very complex, and you're gonna have to be a lot smarter in how you put your attributes up. That was the first thing I wanted to test, was those small guards, because that's what really ran 22 next gen. There was all these 5'8", 5'10" guards with 99.3, 90-something ball handle, as I said, just probably like 6-7 categories with 90+ attributes. As you can see, that's not going to be the case this year. Now, as I was just saying, I wanted to test the guards because that's what ran the game, but I'm thinking back to my center, right? My center had 99 close shot, 99 standing dunk. It had like high 80s, 90s post control. It had free throw, good pass accuracy, 95 interior defense, maxed out steal, maxed out 97, 99 block, 99 O board, 99 D board, 90-something strength. Like, it's just such a crazy build. Don't worry, they didn't just do this to guards. I checked almost every single position I could and tried to put up the most important attributes. And you're gonna see right here, I'm on a center. There is no way I can get anything close to what my build was like on 2K22 next gen. Like, they did a much better job of making it so you gotta pick and choose what you wanna do. And like I said, the complexity of having the badges and everything, you see right here on this build, right? I barely have, you know, I have a 70-something offensive rebound. I don't have any excel, any speed, any stamina. I'm already 98 overall. I don't have any pass accuracy. I can't throw an outlet pass.
I mean, you got to be very careful.
Builds that we had on 22 are not going to be happening on this game. You're going to have to sacrifice, you know, you're not going to be able to have 99 in all these categories, because that means you have nothing. You know, you're going to be a very flawed player. You're going to be, look at this center. Like, this isn't even, the rebounding isn't even good. I have no interior, just because I wanted to have, like I did last year with a 99 close shot, 99 standing dunk, and a high post control. I was able to get 97 on the defensive rebound, but outside of that, you don't have any pass accuracy. You don't have any steal. You don't have any block. You have a 70 offensive rebound. Like, you're going to have to really make adjustments and take some time to think about what you want to do with your build. Now, it's not just attributes that are tied into each other. It's also badges. Badges are heavily connected to your attributes. Now, anyone that played Next Gen last year, you know, like, you have to have, for example, to get Rim Protector last year, that's not in the game anymore, but to get Rim Protector last year, you had to have a block rating. Now, those of you that played Current Gen, that wasn't the case. You could have 25 block and still get Rim Protector chase down. On Next Gen, that's not how it was. Badges were correlated to attributes. Now, that's the same on this game, but they made it a little bit more complex. So let's look into it. Looking at these badges, right? There are some bronze badges that have no requirement. As you can see right there, to get some of these badges on bronze, there's no requirement. That means no matter what your attributes, you would be able to put these badges on bronze if you wanted to. But then you start to see ratings if you want to get silver, gold, Hall of Fame on, you know, for these badges. But you start to go into these other ones, there's no free bronze badge on these ones. These ones are not only require a rating, but start to look at how many badge points some of these badges cost. I mean, just to get a tier 3 bronze badge, it's 5 badge upgrades. You know, to get a Hall of Fame badge in tier 3, it's not only very expensive. For example, posterizer, it's 99 driving dunk, 8 badge upgrades to get it on Hall of Fame. Like, these are very, very expensive. To get the elite attributes, it's very expensive in terms of, you know, your overall goes up a lot, but also to get the elite Hall of Fame level tier 3 badges, man, they are expensive, not only attribute wise, but also badge upgrade wise. Now, if you notice, the other badges, you know, you have the bronze badges highlighted. The other ones are like kind of like grayed out. That means you just don't have the attribute upgraded enough. It means you can unlock it, but you don't have the attribute high enough to unlock it. But you see, like right here with Rise Up, it's completely blacked out. That means no matter what you do, your build does not qualify for that badge. So like Rise Up, it says you have to be 6'4" or taller. This build is 6'3". No matter what you do, you can't get Rise Up, all right? So if you're looking at your build, you see any blacked out badges, that means no matter what, you're not gonna be able to get that badge, all right? So just look out for that. But outside of that, as you can see, the really good badges, the badges they classify as tier 3, they're very, very expensive. Now, as I was just saying, the really good badges, the meta badges, let's say like Limitless range, badges like handles for days. Not only, like I was just saying, they're very expensive attribute-wise, but they're very expensive badge-wise. Let's take a look at some of these badges, right? For example, like I said, Limitless range. Just to get it on silver, it's an 85 3-point rating, and it's 6 badge upgrades to get it on silver. 92 for gold, 99 for Hall of Fame. And this isn't the only one. These tier 3 badges that they classify as like really valuable badges, look at handles for days, 85 ball handle for silver, 94 for gold, 99 for Hall of Fame, and again, 6 badge upgrades, 7 badge upgrades, 8 badge upgrades respectively. Now I want you to think about this. Mike Wang talked about how they not only made it so certain dribble animations, like let's say Trae Young, Steph Curry, those are 92 ball handle, right? You have to have 92 ball handling to unlock all the dribble moves this year. Mike Wang put a tweet out about that. He didn't tell me in person or anything. He put a tweet out about that if you missed it. So now look at these badges again. Handles for days. Even with a 92 ball handling, you're only gonna have silver handles for days. You unlock every dribble animation, but you only get silver handles for days. You would have to upgrade your ball handle a couple more up to 94 to get gold. 99 for Hall of Fame. That is crazy. Let's check out a couple of these other ones. Hall of Fame Interceptor is now 99 steal, right? 99, last year it was 90. Now it's 99. You have to have a maxed out steal rating just to get Hall of Fame Interceptor. Now, for example, clamps, 97 perimeter for Hall of Fame, 92 perimeter for gold, 86 perimeter for silver. Last year, it was 85 perimeter for gold. Now it's more expensive just to get it on silver. So the really good badges are very, very expensive, not only attribute-wise, but also badge-wise. Now, as I said, there's a lot of info in here, so I hope I'm not confusing you guys. I hope I'm explaining it really, really well, but let's continue to move on, all right? So let's talk about badge costs related to tiers.
What's up there, 92?
I know it's very complex.
Going on?
It's kind of like I'm nerding out right now.
I see they come up with the builder today, you know, so I'm
let's
check
check it out, right?
See what they
so
say.
Badge costs relating to tiers. So every Hall of Fame badge you can unlock does not cost the same. A tier 3 Hall of Fame badge
so I'm not
is
monetizing
less
this
expensive
right here
than a tier
because
2
this
Hall of
is
Fame
not
badge,
my
tier 3 Hall
video,
of Fame
so
badge. All right, so check
YouTube
it
I
out.
have not monetized
Tier 1 Hall of Fame badges are 4 badge upgrades. Tier 2 Hall of Fame badges are 6 badge upgrades, and Tier 3 Hall of Fame badges are 8 badge upgrades, okay? So this is not only related to Hall of Fame, it's all levels, right? The Tier 1 bronze is cheaper than a Tier 2 bronze, than a Tier 3 bronze, etc., all the way up to Hall of Fame. And this is for every badge category. It's not just like that was just shooting. No, it's the same in playmaking, defense, finishing, wherever you go. You're gonna have to really look into how much things cost, how much attributes you need to unlock certain badge levels, all those types of things, man. It's really going to be complex. Y'all can get an idea of what badges available to your build. And we haven't even talked about how to equip these badges because it is a pretty complicated process now. It's not just like you could slap on whatever you want because you have 40 shooting badges, you know what I mean? Last year, you had people with 40 shooting, 40 playmaking, 15 finishing, 15 defense. Like, it doesn't look like you're getting that many badges, and they're more expensive this year. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is badge tiers change, okay? And just listen. So, for example, a 7'3" center and a 6'6" shooting guard have different badge tiers for the same badge. So, for example, a 7'3" center, slithery finisher,
can y'all hear
be tier 1. It's not very valuable. A 7-3 center doesn't need slithery finisher, so it's going to be a tier 1 badge. You know, it's even if you want it on Hall of Fame, which a 7-3 center can't get, it's only going to be tier 1 cost, which is 4 badge upgrades to get in a Hall of Fame. But a 6'6 shooting guard, slithery finisher is a very valuable badge, right? You're trying to slither through traffic and get layups, get dunks. It's a very valuable badge. So it's going to be a tier 3 badge. It's going to cost 8 badge upgrades to get in a Hall of Fame. So the game, from what I noticed, the game separates tier where to put the badges depending on height.
I think I'm going with the shooting guard too. I usually
for example,
this
first one, as you can see in the top right corner, it's a 6'9" player. Clamps is a tier 2 badge. This screenshot is a 6'8" player. Clamps is now a tier 3 badge. So if you want to get it on, you know, both of them on silver, it's going to be more expensive on the 6'8" player because the game is looking at it like a 6'8" player that is a more valuable badge than to a 6'9" player. Now, listen, I don't know if it's exactly only based on height, but from what I noticed, it was mainly height related. Like I said, the slithery finisher example, the 7-3 center doesn't need it. The 6'6 player is valuable. So for the 6'6 player, it's going to cost more than the 7-3 player. I think it makes sense. It is a little complicated, but I think, you know, if you really listen to what I'm saying, I think you understand what I mean. The next kind of new addition I noticed was that the same badge can unlock with different attribute upgrades. I'm trying to think back to the old builders. I don't think this was ever a thing with any of the next gen builders. But basically what I mean by that is let's look at some of the badges here. You're gonna look at quick first step. This was always related to speed with ball. Like last year you had to have a certain speed with ball to get quick first step. Now, as you can see, you can unlock this with post control, ball handle, or speed with ball. So if any of those 3 attributes meet the required level for that badge tier, you'll be able to get it. So there's more than one way to unlock certain badges, which I think makes it better in terms of balancing positions, because certain positions, it was just impossible for them to get that rating to unlock it. You know, for example, this one right here, unpluckable. It used to only be related to ball handle. Now it's related to post control or ball handle. So let me give you a big man's perspective on this from, like, let's say last year's game, for example, 22 next gen. You could not get unpluckable. So you would get a rebound and people would spam you, you'd lose the ball. You would, you know, be posting up, even with 99 post control, right? Back to the basket. If the dude guarding you had a high steal and he pressed X, he's gonna pluck you. Like a very high percentage of the time on next gen. Because you have no unpluckable, you have no ball handle rating, that's all that mattered. Now they're saying, okay, a big man with 25 ball handle, I'm sure if you're dribbling up the court with 25 ball handle and a guy with a high steal presses X, he's probably gonna steal it from you. But if you're in the post, right, and you're backing somebody down, you have high post control.
92, what bill you?
It's like, think about a great center, like, I don't know, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If the dude's bringing the ball up the court, he's probably not a great ball handler, right? So you can strip him. But if he's in the post, you're not just gonna pluck him. The dude knows how to protect the ball in the post. So I think it's actually smart to add different attributes to unlock the same badge, because it has to fit different positions, if that makes sense. Now I'm sure people are gonna be like, oh, post score is gonna be even more OP, blah 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 blah. But I think from a realism perspective and even a game perspective, I think it makes sense. But I'm not really here to give my opinion. Let's just keep going over the information, okay? Now let's get into the new badge tiers. We've talked about it a little bit, but also core badges. Mike Wayne talked about this. It was kind of confusing,
this one you got to be very careful
on paper, but now that you're about to see the actual footage, I think it's going to make a lot of sense. Okay, it's still a little complicated, but you'll see. All right, so you finish your build, you pick your takeovers. All that is the same to the last couple of years of next gen, right? It gives you your player comparisons.
I like that.
This screen actually looks a lot better than it did last year. But besides the point, okay, this doesn't matter. I'm just showing you we would get to this point. You're going to test your build. You're going to look at your badges, and here we go. As you can see, it shows you what's available. You can put your attribute upgrades, right? You have tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. I have 12 badge points available in finishing. Now, we have to decide, obviously, what levels of badges you're going to put, what badges you want, etc., etc. But if you look all the way down at tier 3, you're going to notice something. It's going to say you have to equip at least 10 badge points between tier 1 and tier 2 before you can use a tier 3 badge. All right, so we're gonna just pick some badges to put on here. You know, we're gonna throw on this, throw on that, use up the 10 badge points we have to use before we're even allowed to put on a tier 3 badge. All right, so you see we're throwing on some stuff, whatever. It doesn't really matter what we're putting on. It's just for an example here, we have to use 10.
They change up
you see it counts down on the bottom. So
you know, about time they change
we
it
have
up.
used the 10. We have 2 left, but now we can't even afford the tier 3 badge. So check this out. We had 12. You have to use 10. So we have 2 left over. Now that the tier 3 badges are available to us, we still can't even afford them. So you have to start to calculate how many badge points you want in a category, because you have to use 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. So if you want any tier 3 badges, you have to make sure you have enough badge upgrades to even equip them after you put the first 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. Now, if that's not complicated enough, now listen to this. Any badge you can afford, you can put as a core badge. You get 1 core badge per category. Okay, finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense. But with this, the core badge costs 0 badge points. But you have to be able to afford the badge to be able to put it as a core. So for example, right there, we can't afford the tier 3 badges after they're unlocked because we used the first 10 badge upgrades. Since we can't afford it, we can't use our core badge on that. So you have to make sure, for example, if you want a Hall of Fame badge in tier 3, you have to have at least 18 badge upgrades in that category. You use your first 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. Now you have 8 left over. You can afford that Hall of Fame badge in tier 3. Basically get a buy one, get one for free, because you can put the core badge on one of them for free, and then you can buy another tier 3 badge. So let me show you an example of what I'm saying. Okay, so let's go back. I'm gonna rewind back. We're gonna go back. I'm changing my attributes around to give myself more finishing badges, right? Okay, end screen again, upgrade, here we go. Equipping our badges, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put on 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. This time I'm just putting 2 gold badges in tier 2, so I use my 10. Now, I have 7 left over, right? So I can put on the gold posterizer if I want to, or as you can see, you can press triangle or you can press Y, and that's gonna allow you to put it as your core badge and use 0 badge upgrades to do that, right?
That's kind of
so
slick
check it out.
there.
Just scroll over, I can buy it, and now I have 0 badge points available, or I can core it, use it as my core badge over there on the right side, right? Equip core badges, that costs 0 badge upgrades. I still have my 7, and I can go buy another one like Limitless Takeoff or Bully or Slithery or whatever. So as you can see, attributes not only tie into each other, but they tie into badges to unlock certain levels of badges, and you have to make sure you're getting enough badge upgrades in each category to utilize that core badge. There's a lot of moving parts.
Me too, man, 92.
And that's why, like, I had to build it for maybe
a lot of time.
I was on the tester for maybe 6-7 hours. And I spent most of that in the builder. And I still feel like there's so much stuff I can learn. Like, there's so many intricate parts about how things tie into each other and making sure you get the right level of badge you want.
I'll be looking at a lot of videos.
Upgrades to put on that level.
Thursday, so when I get home.
Use the core badge on a really high value tier 3 badge. You have to have enough upgrades left over to be able to unlock that tier 3 badge regularly. Otherwise, you can't use the core badge on it. There's a lot of moving parts here, and it's definitely going to make for some interesting builds. And I feel like, think about it. Maybe somebody watching this video is your first time playing 2K. This is a lot. Like, I'm a builder head. Like, you guys know I make 20 plus builds every year. This is a lot for me. Like, someone that's not used to making builds, man, this is a lot of info, okay? I got a couple more things to show you.
It's crazy, man.
Now, when it comes to takeover, people were asking, it's basically the same as next gen has been the last 2 years. On current gen, you would only have the 1 takeover you could pick. On next gen, it's been like this for a while. There's like 2 to 3 different types of takeovers per like category, like glass cleaning, as you can see, has 3 takeover types. Rim has 3 takeover types. I think post scoring is the only one that has 4 takeover types. Sharp only has 2, etc., etc. You can choose a primary, you can choose a secondary takeover, you can do same exact badge, you can do different badges. And if it is like last year, which I don't know if it is, this is not permanent. So any current gen players watching this video, I know on current gen, once you pick your takeover, that's it. On next gen, you can change your takeovers. It was called Mamba Mentality badge. You could, once you unlock that, you could change your takeovers to anything that your build is accessible to. So like that build had, like, what did it have? Sharp, rim, and glass. At any point, I could change between those three. I can't change to a takeover that my build doesn't have the capability of unlocking. So as you can see, this builder is based off of the 22 next gen builder for sure, but they definitely changed a lot. They refined a lot. They made it a lot more intricate. Things are more expensive. You're not able to make as crazy of builds. You're really like, I get a sense that like if you want 99 in a category, you're either going to be terrible at almost everything else, or like you really have to just make a role player. Like if you want a 99-3 ball, as you saw, I went 99-3, 99 ball handling, the build was done. It was a 97 overall. I could barely upgrade anything else. I could put like 20 attributes in one category and that's it. That's with no finishing, no defense, no like 65 pass accuracy. Like that build's garbage. You can't do 99 in like 2, 3, 4, 5 categories like you could last year. You really got to be more balanced. You got to be more smart. You know, if you do want 99 in a category, you're gonna be a specialist. I feel like you're gonna be like a real specialist at just one thing, and then everything else should be kind of average at, which basically makes you a role player. I feel like this year,
it seems like to me they make the my builder
this year,
harder.
Silver badges and gold badges are gonna be very, very good.
They're trying to eliminate the
like
demigods.
All around builds that are like kind of like, I don't want to say dominant builds, but like builds that can kind of do a mix of everything. They're going to be rocking with gold and silver badges for the most part, because one, you're not going to put your attributes high enough to get Hall of Fame badges and still have a balanced build for the most part. And two, the Hall of Fame badges are so expensive, especially in tier 3. Like if you have, let's say 20 playmaking badges and you get a tier 3 Hall of Fame badge, that's 8 badge upgrades. You only have 12 badge upgrades left to put on stuff. Now, some things that did cross my mind that maybe you're thinking about right now, we have to wait and see like what the level 40 rewards were. Last year, you would get 1 extra badge upgrade. If that's the same thing, it will help, but it's not gonna make a huge difference. Maybe the legend reward this year, like in past years, you would get 10 badge upgrades per category. If that's a thing, that would change the game. Like you hit legend, you get 10 per category. That's game changing. Now all of a sudden you could put on 3 or 4 tier 3 badges. That's going to change. Like your build's going to be like super good compared to other people's builds. There's a lot of question marks with this, but I hope this information did help you, give you an idea of like what you want to make, how to approach it. I know it's a lot of info, man, but I tried to get it in the most clear, concise way possible. So if you haven't already, make sure you drop a like. This video took a lot of work, a lot of time to edit, a lot of time to record.
Okay, y'all, that's one guy right there, man. You know, this right here, Shakedown.
I saw these hairstyles. I already had a build in mind. I wanted to come out the gate with a Zion Williamson type build or LeBron James, and I found something similar to Zion, so I wanted to stick with that. But unfortunately, we could not change our faces afterwards. So once you chose a hairstyle, you had to stick with it for the entire duration of the event. Obviously, these are facial templates. Not all of the new hairstyles, but I'm glad they threw a couple in there. So first I'm going to show you how it looks, teach you how it works, and then reveal some gameplay. So first up, we got that 6'8", 234-pound small forward with a 7'3" wingspan. Immediately notice this is a well-rounded build with very few attribute levels above 90. Now take a look at your badges. Notice how they've been split into tiers. Your tier 3 badges are the most popular game-changing badges. Overly balanced builds get very few gold and Hall of Fame tier 3 badges. So at first glance, it would appear that the demigod builds of the past got nerfed. You'll come to that conclusion as well when you try to make some of your favorite overpowered builds from 2k22. Now, a couple things. We don't know what the season or legend rewards are. If they're gameplay related, let's say like 2k20, we might see badges get a 1 level upgrade at legend. We also don't know how many badges we get for making new builds, or how many we earn for grinding a season. In 2k22, you got 4 extra badges just for going to college. So a balanced build like this could turn out to be a demigod after grinding a few seasons. So that's just a few things to keep in mind if making an all-round build is a must for you right out the gate. And when you complete it, we get a 3-level score with shades of Paul George, Gerald Wallace, and OG Anunoby. Now for my next build, I made some modifications. Same height, weight, and wingspan, but notice the amount of attribute points I gave to the finishing category. The previous build only had 14 potential badge points in the finishing category.
Now, I pause this right here. Yeah, I don't know what he taught about 92 because I don't play rec. I'm going to play the park this year, but he got me mixed up. There's somebody else using my name. Yeah, you're right. Yo, I stopped this right here because this is what I like about Shakedown, man. The other dude explained it, but he explained it very quick. Shakedown breaks stuff now. You see, you look at his, all right, right up here, you say he get his, and all right, you get the dunk. See, he got a balance. His shooting, his three-pointer, and this 892, this is your shooting guard, your small forward right here, because he always play with a small forward, Bill. You see, he got his stuff kind of balanced out of 80 speed, acceleration. You know, this probably a example where you can make your build 92 right here. And this, like I say, this is what I like with Shakedown, because Shakedown really, he's really breaks stuff down. The other dude was going so fast.
Now we have 27. Specializing in slashing gave me more gold tier 3 badges. Completing this build gets you an inside-out scorer with shades of LeBron James. So if you want to make a LeBron-like build, this is definitely how you do it. Now let's expand the category and show you the attribute requirements for a couple tier 3 badges. Also, take a look at the 4 badges in tier 3 versus the badges in tier 1 and 2. These will be your best overall badges for slashing and finishing. The requirement for gold slithery is an 89 driving layup or a 92 driving dunk. I only have an 85 lay, but I do have a 93 dunk, so I do meet the requirement. For a 6'8 small forward, you need a 99 driving dunk to get Posterizer Hall of Fame. And look at the amount of strength you need for gold or Hall of Fame bully. Making a bully breed build on that level would require a lot more sacrifice. Now take a look at my tier 3 shooting badges. With an 83 ball, you only get bronze limitless. This is why I said catch and shoot will be way more useful. You only need an 81 ball handle for Hall of Fame ankle breaker. There's gonna be a lot of big guys snapping ankles this year. So you might need that 86 perimeter defense for Hall of Fame ankle braces. So when you complete this build, we get another inside out scorer with shades of RJ Barrett and Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
Now it's time to get in there and test the build. There's a lot to learn here, so take notes. So first things first, to equip your tier 3 badges, you have to equip 10 badge points between tiers 1 and 2. So it's either or, you do not need 10 badge points in each tier. As I equip badges, there's a counter in tier 3 showing you how many you need until it opens up. Side note, there are challenges to unlock your tier 3 badges, so expect to complete those first in the full game. Now let's take a look at the far right, where you have your 4 core badges. These badges cost 0 badge points. Since your tier 3 badges are the most game-changing and they require the most badge points to select, it's best practice to core one of your tier 3 badges. Keep in mind, a badge must be equipped to earn progress towards its core badge challenge, and completing that challenge makes it eligible to become a free core badge. Now I want you to get this down. The bare minimum to get a tier 3 badge is 15 badge points in any given attribute category. This is because a bronze tier 3 badge will cost you 5 badge points. So 10 badges between tier 1 and 2, and 5 for a bronze tier 3. If you don't have 15 badges in a certain attribute category, but you're close to it, your build will get better with time, as long as 2K is still giving out extra badges for grinding throughout the season. So take a look at my badge selection. I was able to select 3 tier 3 badges with 23 total finishing badges, 10 between tier 1 and 2, 13 in tier 3. Making Posterizer a core badge was free. Limitless and Bully cost me 13 badge points. So always take advantage of a free tier 3 badge when you can. With 15 or more badge points, you should always have enough to equip 2 or more tier 3 badges. So now that you know this, decide on what kind of build you want to make and then go from there. Choose 2 categories you must have maxed out. Do the math on the badges you want for tier 3. Once you get the game and max out all of your badges by completing challenges, this thought process will become second nature. 2K came up with the tier system so specialized builds would have a huge advantage in certain categories, but also have major weaknesses in others. So I hope I simplified this for you. Save this video and come back to use it as a reference if you get confused when the game drops. Also, it should be noted that old gen or current gen has the 2K22 next gen Myplayer builder, so no tier system. One thing I want to drive home is that you don't actually have to be a role player with this new Myplayer builder. Steph Curry is known for being great at two major things, dribbling and shooting, and he's not a role player. Ja Morant is known for being great at two major things, playmaking and slashing, and he's not a role player. So you're not a role player as long as you specialize your build. You're just not gonna be a ball hog and do all the work anymore. Even Michael Jordan, the GOAT himself, couldn't get over the hump until he started to lean on his teammates more. So now we're gonna finally dive into some gameplay. Notice the choice between 3v3 and 5v5 when testing out your build.
So
everyone's chosen randomly. It also shows the player builds. Notice Luka Doncic, a versatile offensive force.
Yeah, Sports Nation, I'll probably do the same thing. To spend the whole day.
So this is the location for the 3v3 test.
Figure out the build system.
Notice you don't see any of my stats or any badges popping up. And don't be alarmed, 2K removed one of the adrenaline boosts for this demo. It shouldn't be like that in the real game. And here are your camera options. Some of them you remember or didn't even use. A lot of them you can modify really nicely now. I'm gonna try out this new on-court cam because it kind of reminds me of that old arcade basketball game, Run and Gun 2. Personally, I wish this 3v3 setting was actually outside in some kind of like outdoor court, maybe something like the blacktop. That way it'll feel more like you're at the park. But at this point, I decided to change the camera and go back to 2K low and modify it to look like the standard 2K cam, but a little bit closer, so you know, if I like this cam, I can use it for thumbnails and things like that. But notice the back cuts. If you let the AI run the offense, they'll get away with that every possession. Right here, the catch and shoot bomb, knocking it down. The higher your three-point rating, the more you can exploit that. As the AI gets another back cut swift assist. It's like they don't really play good defense. Look how my team does it too. So if you just sit to the side, that might just keep happening. So remember, I'm on my inside-out score with an 80 block rating. D'ing up on Andrew Wiggins, we still get the block on the way up. So you guys that play interior defense, if you time it correctly, you can still block a lot of shots. This build is well-rounded, so you should be able to do a lot of that. And look at Andrew Wiggins. This man is out here doing park dunks, styling on me. Right here, I try to get the screen and pop, but I mistime it. Jared Allen with the rebound in the lob, dunking on him. That was a pretty nice possession. As you guys can see, you still got to time those lobs, but look at this right here. I want you guys to pay close attention. I tried to use the right stick when I was caught out of position, and 2K does not hold my hand and launch me forward to get a good contest. It's like I wasn't even there, and that's how it should be. So testing out the build again. Jared Allen on the other team. I get another block, but they still score anyway. Next possession. Get the pump fake. I'm going to use my bully strength, get to the rim, and score on two defenders.
Okay, man.
That's what Silver Bully and high finishing ratings. Cool. As I get another block now on Anunoby. That mess out of here. Right here, they ran out of time. They had to shoot it from the checkup. I get the rebound, and I'm going to try to bully him one more time as I get the dime. My man is always cutting to the rim. It's crazy. Right here, I'm going to cut to the rim and get a free dunk. I couldn't choose my dunk packages, so I wasn't really going for posterizers and things like that. Right here, we got switched out. You might have noticed I lost an adrenaline boost when I jumped out on Murray because I was using the speed boost. And right here, I already used one. I'm going to spin off him and use my bully badge to get to the rim. Easy layup, looking like Zion Williamson out there. Trying to stop this man, another block. We got a balanced bully still out here doing work. DeJounte Murray with the spin and the brick. Jared Allen with the board, can't score over Ayton. Dishes it up court, and I'm gonna bully my way to the rim again. Okay. Easy layup.
So
can't wait to be able to start going for posterizers as I snag another board up 10-16. I pull up the icons and I'm still able to dribble and get a little bit of a speed burst right to the rim, dunking on him. 10-18.
There you go, 92.
Not sure why Ayton is bringing the ball up like this, but I salvaged the play. I'm down to 1 adrenaline boost. Get him with the momentum dribble. Then I'm gonna use my strength regardless. Get to the rim and easy buckets over the little man. 20 to 10 pump fake. I want the ball back. We're gonna hit him with a jab step and a spin move. Go right to the rim. Oh no, I stopped first and I still get there and we end the game. 22 to 10. This concludes my LeBron James Myplayer builder test for 2K23. My suggestion is to make specialized builds for season 1. A balanced build like this one could turn out to be goated with time if we're allowed to earn extra badge points. But specialize your build with 90+ attribute ratings so you can dominate right out the gate in season 1. So that's it for this video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this LeBron-like build. So as always, smack that like and subscribe. Tune in to your boy. Turn on notifications for more vids like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Pioneer, I bring the light to the deepest secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the round was coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me win, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? It's your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, all right? Now, here we go. This is what y'all been waiting for, man. We're getting footage. You're getting information on the Myplayer builder. And let me tell you something.
Hey, he was a good player one time.
If it comes to
okay.
who knows the builder
he was okay.
inside and out, come on, man, really?
So,
like, is that really?
Let me see who else we could copy here, man. Look at some of the build. Let me refresh this. Yeah, but it was okay player. I mean, he was okay. He was okay player, man. I thought he would have a lot more. A lot more. He would last a lot more longer in the league. But he was an okay player, good old role player. Trying to see who else that kind of checked out. I'm trying to see King Carter. iPod, he was on. And he was, I don't see him. Let me see here. I figured he'd been on hollering about the Bills. He's not. I'm gonna do the description here. See if he was on. Well, he was on. He's on.
Okay, a big man with 20 dribbling up the court with 25 ball handle, and a guy with a high steal presses.
But he's using the same thing with that guy. So his I don't know, but man, that's probably it for right now, y'all. Okay. Come on. He was on, yeah. I thought he probably was doing his own thing, but he just watching the same videos I just show y'all. So I'm trying to see if anyone else. We watch Shakedown. Baz Plug. He watches somebody else's video too.
URL build. Let me know. Guys, we've already seen Chance's build. We've already seen his build, y'all. Unless he posted again. Oh, wait, this is actual gameplay.
Notice, so starting off... What?
Hold on a second. Hold on. Whoa. What is this? What is this?
let me know. I'll try to see if I can just post a full game for y'all. But I figured I'll break down some of the most important features that I noticed. So starting off, what everybody's worried about, the dribbling. I will say I'm a dribbler, I'm an ISO player, so me playing this game, I noticed the dribbling controls are extremely similar to 2K22. This is not going to be one of those years where dribbling is completely different and overhauled. Now, that doesn't mean it feels the same. Dribbling definitely does not feel exactly the same, but if we're talking controls, most if not all of the dribbling controls are the same. Second thing too, right? The stamina. I know everybody's wondering about the stamina, but this is the most physical 2K that I've ever played in my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now, I don't know if
I was gonna replay that, bro. I was about to replay that. I'm glad he did. Hold on.
2K that I've ever played in my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now, I don't know if these
are
play now only animations. I hope to see these on part.
I can't wait, little Timmy. Don't put no strength on your build, buddy. Don't put no strength on that build. Trust. We'll be fine.
I don't know if these are play now only animations. I hope to see
hop on the court with me with no strength.
I don't know why they wouldn't be on park, but this game is extremely physical. Like, look at this clip right here. I want you guys to pay close attention, right? You're looking at the clip, and I know you're thinking, Stacks, what's so important about this clip? Let's break it down. So first off, we got a brand new shading system that allows me to force my opponent in a certain direction. I tried to do this on LeBron, and it did not work. It literally did not work in my favor. Now, what I like about this is it adds a lot of decision making to defense, and I enjoy it. You feel me? I like anything that'll make your opponent think. Now, the next thing, super huge feature.
Of course, I'm gonna have multiple builds. You guys know I play with everything every year, but dude, I'm telling you, I feel like my two-way slasher from 22, a build like that is gonna eat on 23. I'm calling it right now, bro. I'm gonna try to make something like that probably first, bro. I don't know. We'll see.
Most controversial thing about this year, the adrenaline boost and stamina system. So right here, I'm just using Kyrie, literally trying to deplete my stamina, trying to see what's up with the adrenaline boost. In my opinion, I think stamina drains a tiny bit too fast. I think if they just tweak it a little bit, they'll find that sweet spot. You know, it's not like unlimited stamina. I don't want unlimited stamina, but I do think it drains a little too fast. As you can see, I'm using Damian Lillard. Most of the dribble moves in the game are the same, and let me know if you like that or not. I enjoy it. I don't like playing a new 2K and I have to learn a whole new system. I'd rather just learn how to play the game. 2K has a tendency to change dribbling every single year, and I think they're cool with this one. So right here, this clip, I'm just trying out the adrenaline boost system, the shooting system. As you guys just saw, the green popped up late. I'll get to that later in the video, but look at this screen. Like, this is
chat. Who should we watch next? Who we watching next?
This is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. AD was
please do not type someone we've already watched, please.
Playing this dude the whole time I was playing this. So right here we got Stephen Curry. Just want to show you guys all the movement with some of like the the premier guards, some of the best guards in the NBA. I got to use every single team, so I was just
see that real quick.
Just show some of the people showing the builds, man. So
that misdirection.
All the movement with some of like the premier guards, some of the best.
Some of y'all out.
That is slow. Maybe it's because he got bumped.
All the movement with some of like the premier guards, some of the best guards.
Maybe it is because he got bumped.
Get ready
I don't know.
To make it some money in the morning, y'all. So
grinding. Oh, Chimoma, yes.
All of y'all.
Chimoma was there. Chimom.
Y'all hold it down. And like I said, we definitely, try to get back on Thursday, y'all. Peace, y'all.